Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Astragoth Ironhand Let's Play as we continue for episode 5 from turn 20. So last time we started a war against the Saber Mountain Ogres, and we have to take out a couple more camps and one settlement, and that should do it. We're going to get rid of this building. We're going to go defensive here. Gonna get Full Seeker finally. So this one's gonna give us a nice little active ability that increases speed and reduces fatigue. Somewhere we use mid-battle to kind of get him back in shape, as he will be charging around quite a bit. And then going forward, I think we definitely want the charge bonus, but we need 4 points. Leadership, I don't think it's a problem right now. Haven't seen him route off. Maybe hit point. Yeah, ultimately, let's get 30 points of charge. And then 15% health eventually. We should have plenty of points since we're not going down the bottom chain here. Frenzy is also something we'll consider. Well, actually, we should have picked up Frenzy. It just got unlocked at 12. Full Seeker is not bad. Fatigue is definitely a problem. Frenzy is good. So Frenzy plus the leadership might make some sense. Causes terror 15. We'll make sure we get these ward save. These 3 here, or 4, including the Bulgor, are all very, very good. The army is in decent shape. Most of the labor got injured, but that's about it. So we don't need to do too much there. Are we going to level this up? We could. It's just cash. And then we can make the defensive building a bit better and get a mine here as well. So let's get that upgraded. Elsewhere, most of our settlements are pretty decently built. These require about 5k a pop, which is a bit too much. We don't have the labor source to make it worthwhile, and control is slowly ticking back up after we massacred some laborers to get that control going. 2 more turns. Hopefully by that time, Corn corruption is going to be gone completely. This is -2 right now. This is evened out. So if we can get this keep on growing and this eventually become -5, we can get the Skaven corruption down as well. And then at that point, hopefully we'll be at a better place with our control. Astragoth himself did not level up yet. We're working towards Hellhammer. I think that's the obvious direction here. So let's grab Evasion and then Hellhammer. And then we can come back here and grab Dark Sacrifice. And armament, we're saving up for some of the buildings Convoy is going. We could also save up armament for Convoy since a lot of the pricing are done in Convoys, depending on the change. We're waiting for a lot of the trends to move up. So he hit 15. We can get a non-aggression pack. He's kind of on the way of our trade routes.
Empower consort of Corn.
But mainly we want to trade. We're still waiting for these to tick up.
Speak.
And then we should get one. We're at war with them. We're about to wipe them out. 1 settlement, 1 settlement, 2 settlement, 2 settlement. So basically, small factions. We should be able to handle these. Let's continue. And then we can go south and get our hammer from our quest battle. Got our useless tech for ports. There are a couple ports near us. We're just not expanding towards there. Refinery efficiency goes up. If we look at our missions, I believe we also have the Stone Mental mission for Demon Smithy. It's just not happening because we don't have a space for it. Defense first. This should just be a delegate fight. Yeah, there's barely anything here. 19 laborer. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll take it. It's barely anything. The Age of Rage. Unnatural aggression take hold of the populace. Corn corruption +5. Now, in most of our settlements, that's going to be okay. Unless it's here. It's only here. That kind of ruins our plan. This is continue to go up, so eventually the -5 would make this only a +1. It's not great, but it's only a few turns. We'll grab the Frenzy that we missed last time. And over here, we can finally get Hellhammer. We can still replenish, and they're just starting to build up a new force, so we'll be able to wipe them out, no problem. We're probably going to have to turn this into a defensive outpost as well, given we have some new neighbors who's definitely going to be inclined to attack us. I don't think there's any way for us to lock this. Yeah. We could help them fight this. Not enough. It's not worth it.
Bring death.
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
We can get a trade with them. That seems very nice. Military access seems nice as well. Let's see if we can balance it. Decent amount of payment.
All the way.
Now that we got a trade with them,
Mistress of Skulls.
the likelihood goes down with everyone else for a little bit. We could probably end up trading with them too. But we can probably wait till this goes above 60.
Headwoman.
Should be 15, 60. Those are thresholds where the relationship goes up. Alright, we got ourselves another trade. Our income is flowing pretty nicely. Raw material has slowed. Some of these will finish building, but that's only going to mean less and less workers. I mean, there's nothing else to build at this point. We're not building a second army yet. So let's upgrade this one. This one has the most likely chance of getting attacked, given that we are at war with them. We do want to fight the vampires eventually as well, but they're not declaring war on us yet, so we're just going to pretend they don't exist. They need a defensive building, in my opinion. Everyone else can maybe go for control. Once we do get that upgraded, it's 6 turns. It's a long time. Let's continue here. Armament. They want us to do an upgrade in the Hellforge. That way we can get some cash, get some more armament. Help them attack one. Eventually, Demon Smithy, which requires a little bit of armament. We're not there yet. That mission is timed, it seems, but I don't think we can get it. We can get 1,600, but not the bonus. Alright, so if we look for upgrade, Frenzy, 36 per turn, 32 per turn, we're making 151, so we can definitely afford it. We can't alter the mods for 3 turns. That's okay. We have 4 of these units. This extra powder bonus is also nice. We're gonna just go for it. We're still plus 100 a turn. And we get the 75 flat burst, 2,000 cash, which we can use right away to upgrade one of these. Which one, though? Who will actually get attacked? They're pretty safe. But then again, the mountains really mean little when you have forces that can go under them. Alright, sounds pretty good. Let's continue. This should be just a simple delegate. Once again, not much there. We're going to continue to do outposts. And we're going to start with defensive building. They own these 2. We could circle around and just take them and end them. But as we bump into more factions, can we maintain a positive relationship? That's the thing. We can help them fight the Crimson Skulls if this can net us a decent relationship. Now, why can't it be 0? Right. Now we feel a little bit more comfortable attacking here. Crimson Skull is not a very powerful faction. I don't know. Let's take a look at
Say the boss.
4 settlements, 35th rank. Ooh, they're willing to peace out.
Trying to push me around is the last decision you'll ever make.
They're pretty deep. They're somewhere over here. I don't think we actually have vision of them. But we definitely would like this war to be over. And we would like to be able to have our convoys walk through these lands without getting raided. If we get paid a little on the way out, more than happy to take it.
I get what.
Mass, your will empower
For chaos.
Huh. 0.6 feels very doable.
Perhaps we can barter for the souls of
We
those
pay 1,000 to lock a trade deal in.
ready.
Had I no use for you, Khorne would have me take your skull.
Fight the Ice Court, no thanks.
Bring ruin. Uz prey sa ut barras un fatabeta zamingo jarnachrund.
I mean, we kind of know where they are, but this trade is the one that doesn't really hurt us.
As a penitent, this tickles me. I may be merciful and not torture you for
We'll get this back. We'll get this back in about 10 turns. And he would be relatively friendly to us during this period, if we can keep this up. Seems like a win-win.
I am pleased.
The Gore Queen! Any further dealing we have must lead to bloodshed.
Can't really help her right
Mistress
now.
of Skulls.
When we get a bit more cash, we can think about it. She only has 1 piece of territory as far as I can tell as well. Right, we wiped out our Dwarven brothers, who has a couple of stacks on the field. They wiped out a couple of our armies, our convoys. We know they have that. Are we getting close? 1 more turn. We're going to complete the trip, hopefully. Let's not jinx it. Alright, we have a little bit of raw material to spend, but this is about to be completed. So are we going to, for example, save up for the 2,900 and get this upgraded after? Oh, that's a lot. 5,000 raw material. 1,500 raw material for this. We're going to get the Demon Smithy. We're going to build it just for the mission. And then I'm going to tear it down. And then build a lava field, because I actually want these centaurs. We're just a little tight on building space. Don't have another 5k for those. Armaments, we're gonna save it up. 500 for 2 buildings. And then we probably want to get some upgrades for the centaurs after that. So that's where the money's gonna go. We have a seat in 2 turns. Anyone steal seats? Anyone grab a regular seat? I feel like I'm the only one working and I've got 1 guy backstabbing us. A sticky situation. Exceptionally stupid goblin laborer, likely discontented with his meager lot in life, has slipped and fallen into the machinery upon which he was working. This has temporarily slowed down production while his entrails are unwound and the mess is cleared away by his peers. Such a thing threatened to halt production entirely. What step would you take? We can throw more bodies at the problem. or can lose a bit of raw materials to ensure safety of the equipment. 2 turn worth of raw material or 8 turns of losing more labor throughout our territory. I think this is the solution, even though it's not a nice one. We do ensure the safety. Oh, we have discovered a faction. That's one of our missions. We don't have to worry. We want to do this as well, but we are going to do that on the way back. I feel like given where we stand, if they can stay out of our hair, which is very, very unlikely, to be honest.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Let's finish our mission. 212 because of the discount. 850 for more income. For about 100 a turn. Not sure we're up for that. Raw material is the problem. We're going to stop accepting laborers for a little bit. Yeah, they don't need it either. This is our main production. We're going to focus on building these up first. Anything that needs raw material, we're going to have to be pretty careful about. Because there's also something here that we want. That takes 1,500, which requires about 2 turn worth. We'll get there. A seat next turn, Hellforge. I'm going to save those as well. Yeah, not much going on. I think defensively we're fine. Who else has a skill point? One of our convoys. Are they completed it, I guess. We'll see if we get notification. I want better scales first. Did he actually finish the trip? He did. That's why we got a burst of raw materials. Where is the notification for that? That's the item we got. It gives perfect vigor, radiated spikes. Okay, this is for completing the Crystal Spires location. I wonder if it's preset. Hobgoblin favor. That army just looks bad. Alright, where are we going? Hunted forests. Money for... Yeah, this actually looks good. 3 turns. And the path looks very safe. Can we load it up? 310. It's not a lot, but safety first. Laborers are nice. If only that piece was safe. Anyway, I don't think we have a choice. We're just gonna do this. Get a quick one done. Did he equip it? Yep. We'll trade that. Our convoy do not need items. Well, actually, argument could be made that he should get perfect vigor, since he'll be charging around a lot more. Makes sense. Nope, not building anything.
It's me,
0.1.
Consort of Cor...
Supreme.
And it's going down, so it's now or never.
Expedite your cold-hearted. That change.
Hetwoman.
Is that
Karak
We're waiting for it to go over 60. I think that's where we will see a positive amount. Nope, not spending any raw material. Let's just continue. We don't have enough. We can hold off and wait. And while we wait, maybe we take the 10% discount. We haven't recruited our second army yet, and there's going to be a couple more units we want to add to the first army. Well, this is also good. We are fielding these now. This is one turn. One turn is actually what I want, because within one turn I think I have the 1,500. And then we can swap back. Ah, a Grand Cafe caravan near us. We haven't recruited any new lords or heroes, nor do we have capacity for them. We have 4 different lords to pick from for Sorcerer Prophet, and then the default Overseer, which would be the ones that are not as good. That's my assumption. We have not tried them. Maybe it's a bit different. The fact that this occupies a position... We don't have that many enemies around us. I'm tempted to actually demolish this and open up that slot. There are stuff we want. Okay, we're gonna upgrade this as well. Spend all our cash there. And attack. Cannot reach anywhere. We know there's a stack there, but I'm not sure if there's a stack here. No one's home. We'll grab it. Out of money for the strip mine. That's okay. I'm not going to overinvest here. We have no laborers here. We're pumping our labor to our only main mining town. We have a seat. Oh, they picked one over here. Armament cost for all upgrades. Maybe we can finish one of these now. We'll get replenishment rate, and then hopefully someone grabs that, and we can get this sorcery district done and get that 10% for all of us.
Bringer of...
In charge.
0.6 now. We're flying up. Once it's positive, probably can get a trade there. Military access. Once it's positive, we can just get this now. Start getting paid.
So you better play nice. Done.
Slaughter made manifest.
I'm a little worried about Grimgor. A boon of a shoot. Your actions have not gone unnoticed by your Dark Master, for he offered his twisted blessing. Empowered by the mighty Hashut, your position amongst the Dawizaw has never been stronger. Demand whatever you want from the conclave of evil. None will dare question you now. Definitely not money. That's the least useful one. Laborers bleed away too fast, so I feel like that one's also a bad choice. I think Conclave Influence might be the right answer here. We can get our next seat faster. So we're going to go here. Ooh, a full stack. They're plagued. Do I still want this? Oh, it's been taken. Okay. We're friendly with them, so this is fine. They're down to one settlement, Karak Dum. We pick this up, and I believe we get our first Relic. What are we going to do with the Hammer of Sadnar? 20 point of armor, 15% strength for all our infantry. I think that's the right answer. The grounded effect from this AoE 3 hit explosion's not worth it. I mean, Conclave influence aside, I think this is going to the drill. Industrial Revolution, and then stockpiling for our iron bonus, which is why we came up this route. That's going to have to wait. Tower buildings is our main settlement building. It's lovely, but we don't have 2,000. We have 30. I feel like Saber Mountain's now safe. Yeah, sure, we wasted a bit of money building it, but we weren't sure if it was going to be safe or not. We're going to start accepting new laborers. We're going to build a mine. We're going to keep this. It's going to be a deterrent because they're going to take that and they're going to come over here right after. We might not spend the money to upgrade it at this point.
The Gore Queen!
The embodiment of fear.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. See how much stronger they can get in that one turn of recruitment. They summon a new lord. A deal with the devil. Following a great conflict in the realm of chaos, aspect of the four chaos god appears before us in turn, offering the souls of the captured demons, which could be used to further development our sorceress creations, the Kadai. In return, they require mortal armaments so that each may turn the tide of war against the other. Could this be a trap? What should we do? So we could help one of the four chaos gods and we get their local corruption, which doesn't help us, but we get a boost to all our armies for Khorne, gets a boost to Winds of Magic, and all army gets barriers for 8 turns for Nurgle. Weapon strength, and these are temporary bonuses, basically. If we go our own way, we get Chaos Undivided, plus we're going our own way. Did they just take one of our seats? No! Good. Good for them. Good for them. 10% locked in. They didn't steal our seat. Time to get stockpiling. Our convoy has ranked up. I regretted not getting better scales last time. I'm going to start there. They get the bonus in the convoy even though I'm not paying for it. I'm pretty sure I'm not paying for them. It's the 4 units in our army and the 2 unit in our army. Convoys get the upgrades for free. Good for them. We have the Demon Smithy. Tell me we finished the mission. Not this one. This is fine if we don't get it. We only have 1 army. Still mental? Check. So, our lord. How do these rare items keep getting on the hands of our convoy? What notification are we missing here? Right, they completed their 3 turn. He just equipped it on himself. We got this Ring of Thorn from the convoy trip. Alright, before we fight, we need to shift some of these items. Talisman right now is the Bone of Maw, which is Fire Breath. I think we'll go with our own Stone Mantle. It's a physical resistance build up, but we lose speed, which for us, I think is okay. We're decently fast, mid-tier. We're never going to outrun big things. I mean, fast things. So 10% wouldn't be a big deal. We outrun the infantry, which is all we need to do. But 30% definitely is a big amount. Fire Breath also not so good. Ring of Thorns, melee damage, deflection, reflection. Sounds like we can go in tank damage and just Ring of Thorn damage back when we're kind of in the midst of a melee fight against a lot of enemies. And instead of getting fire resistance, we can give him armor plus fire breath. He's now using, I mean, kind of want to equip him. He's going out now. All right, everyone has an item. We only have a banner. That one completed nice and easy. Neither of them are back, right? Because he was so fast. If we have to recruit a new one, it's gotta be them. Get ourselves a cannon here. This looks safe now, the Volary. Because we're going to beat them, and then this threat should be gone. Right, this is not a real threat, because we're going to take Karak Dum. We'll get some laborers back. Sounds like a plan. I want to build this, but we don't have enough. So I guess it's unit recruitment time. Get the advanced lava field, and then we can get Centaur added in. We can recruit some heroes now that we have Demon Smith Sorcerers. See, that could help. That's something we could actually use. 3 points of control. 3 points of control plus 5 leadership for units in his army. But he would have to be in the army. He doesn't really have to be. I guess he doesn't have to be. We just have an extra bonus when we're in the army. Is it worth the upkeep? Probably, given the control issue that we're running into. I think we get him. Go for a Lore of Hashut. This is Lore of Fire. Fire got reworked. Fire's not bad. 250 per turn. We pump him out here. Get our control to increase farther. But he actually needs to be here. This is where our labor is needed, and it's also where our labor is bleeding away. Let's see what they can do on the field. Steel Tech, spread corruption. They can wound targets and hinder replenishment. So I think they're on the field skill not so important. Infernal Engineer, self, missile resistance, ally reload skill plus 20. Ooh. That with our blunderbusses could be good. We got the skill, the lore of a shoot here. Reforge, regen 2 uses if the unit is hellforged. All-terrain vehicle. So he's a sort of war machine specialist. The reload obviously for the war machine also helps. He can get himself a nice little mount. And basically we'll cast spells. Not too bad. I think we probably end up picking this first for the 3 points. I don't need him to be in any fight. I actually don't need him to be... he could do that, but it's not important. I'm gonna save the points. We'll move him over there. We could have summoned him at a better place. That's for sure, but it's fine. Here, I think we actually upgrade defense first. Strip mine, yes. I guess with the extra money, we can upgrade the defense afterwards. I don't think there's anywhere else we need the money. Maybe here after we take it. We attack the outside force. He's gonna run. Couldn't drag them out. Decisive. Open field. Okay, that makes things a lot easier. What are we dealing with? Coilers, miners, a couple ranged. A lot of blasting charges. What is going on? Yeah, they don't have much. This should be easy. We can secure our first relic, put it into our drill, and then turn our attention south. I think we want that major relic in the south. Those economic boosts faction-wide. I mean, this is payback for the 2 caravans of the convoys that they destroyed. The blasting charge miners are going to be a little bit of a problem. Because we dealt with them with our train earlier and it was not pretty. They are really short range, so maybe that's the solution. We could go harass. The problem is the amount of micro required to harass. I mean, I could put them on skirmish mode as a cavalry unit. That's usually a good idea. We can also play around with the new Hailhammer. Come on, don't let your own laborers block you. It's like, scooch, scooch, guys, scooch, scooch, scooch. Left foot, right foot. The struggle is real. Why are they not shooting? Is it the elevation issue? Wait, looks like we're actually using our ammo, but... Oh, there we go. Animation wasn't really picking up. Did we get out of our... Yeah, there we go. We're out of our front line. We don't have a lot of wind magic, so we can't really use it that many times, but we'll try to get a good one down. They have nothing fast. These are all dwarves. I mean, we're dwarves, but we have a mech suit. We need to find ourselves a good line. Ooh, we have the upgraded one already? How much does it cost? 22. Damage. Extended effect duration. Double the time of the duration. No one can catch us.
Keep moving.
Trying to... Maybe we wait till they collapse with our line. That way we can get a shot that's kind of worthwhile. I'm probably gonna have to sack some of these guys against the blasting charges that's gonna be thrown at us. They tickle. Let's be real. They're gonna be good at chasing down some of the router units before they fully shatter. But that's about it. I feel like we can hammer here. Looks nice. So you can kind of imagine with the way AI likes to line up units, if they're just not moving, that hammer is gonna do a little decent chunk of damage there. We can charge our range units. Not the blasting charge ones, the coilers, if we can find them. Play in the back. Curl around there. Taking damage. There. Found the targets. I'm gonna save it for the Ash Storm. Looks like we're hitting the groups over here. Let's cast. Give up your lives. Don't let their miners hit our front line. No, keep microing. Crash into that. Oh, come on. They chugged it. We can crash into these. Help clean up the front line here so we have our shots back. You stay here. flank. We'll beat him. Yeah, I don't think they can beat the range units, but we're gonna throw them in there. I just don't think they're gonna be very useful for us. Alright, he can actually fight these. I wanna flank over here. Just hold that group for us. Throw some bodies in here. Yeah, they have been beaten back. We're gonna tilt these two this way. Send him over here. Beat down this guy. Thor myself. Should have done that earlier. This side, just throwing bodies in there. They're done. I think we might actually get rid of them after this. They're just not pulling their weight. We'll get another centaur in there. Get the range guys. Charge. Throw some bodies into that problem. They'll be okay. They might bounce back. We'll worry about that when that time comes. Actually, you guys go over there. The blasting charge is not going to stop us. Just in case they bounce back. Guess there's not much to hit. Except for this group, but we're sending... We can't really hit over there, they already kind of flanked. What else can we hit? This guy over here, maybe? It's mostly over. I'm glad you guys bounced back, joined the fight. Actually, hold on, give us a little space. And then we'll basically put him to a firing line. Yeah, we can shave off a little bit of the labor, maybe go for a couple more melee units. Definitely more range, definitely more centaur. We can get rid of this regiment right now. It's not suitable for this army, sadly. With our rank, we have a better choice for regiment right now as well. We have some chaos dwarf warriors that we can replace. At least do an outpost. We're gonna use it for the drill. Get 20 point of armor for all our Chaos Dwarf infantry and 15% weapon strength. He took the weapon, right? No. Well, take the weapon. Faction's not wiped because he's here. The most annoying thing he can do is siege us. So I'm debating the safer choice to give up a little bit of extra bonus replenishment for being inside and just sit outside so he can't siege us and just cancel out all our replenishment. We are rank, what, 14? So this will be available at 15. I think it's time to grab the devastating charge bonus going. Rank 17. Dark Sacrifice now seems good, given that Hellhammer is going. And we can upgrade it to get the cooldown. And then the cost going down here as well. Flamestorm. Cause major fire magical damage, slow moving. 27 seconds. This is going to be a pretty useful spell, I think. But let's work it on one thing at a time. We'll get everything, but just specialize on that for now. Don't need that. Now, these two are friends, and they can be friends, and they're really far away. So I think here we can actually have a regular outpost and not really take on that many defender duties. Splitting the labor. They need labor soon. So even though you can see them overflowing with labor right now, they're going to need it very, very soon. Once this complete, they're going to be in a deficit as well.
Depravity reigns.
Sure.
I receive you in the name of the most immoral of immortals.
Maybe we can sign alliance in the future and get some units.
Hetwoman! Only a fool would give me anything less than unconditional devotion.
We get this back in about 5 turns. Or we can easily join a war against the Brotherhood of the Bear, which is a pretty minor faction. And we can even get military access. And they pay us.
I will tolerate...
Rarja, what? Who's the Naazat? Master, there is no scheming like that of the architect's.
And eventually we can get some Zinch units, it looks like.
The great
Specimens required.
Slanet.
Supreme Deathbringer.
Yeah, we get access to another Regiment of Renown. Now, the Grinding Guard, the Blunderbuss, the special one, is actually kind of interesting. So what we can do here... We have access to these two. The Blazing Beard... Let's see, we can take a look at them here. Has a special ability, I believe... Because we're comparing them to these, right? 10 more point of leadership, 8 more point of melee attack, 10 more points of melee defense. You're paying for Frenzy with the ability, but they come with Frenzy. I think that's the only, like, the key difference, and 20% more fire resistance. They carry Flaming Attack on their weapon, as you can tell by their name. They have a special range weapon. Pistol, I'm guessing? Unless it's a Flaming Axe. A bomb. Oh, napalm. Okay, okay. And we're going to get one of these. And then for the Grinding Guards, these have a unique passive ability. Let's see, stat-wise, we're getting... We'll go this way to see the increases. More health, more armor, more leadership, everything but less speed. And the reason why they have less speed, it's really something to do with their ability. They have something called Dig In, where if you don't move them for 25 seconds, they gain 40% range and 15% missile resistance and expert charge defense. So they're the front line that you just put out there and they will hold. And they have the better stats offensively in terms of melee attack, melee defense, 14 points of melee defense, and 10 more points of weapon strength to kind of build into that. They have higher charge bonus, which I guess when you run out of ammo, perhaps you can go for that. If you look at their missile strength, they also have suppression built in. It's a lot of cool stuff. We're going to get both of those. They're going to cost us 2,000-ish. We can afford that. So say goodbye to them. They're not doing it for us. We're going to combine another 2 of them. We have a slot for a blunderbuss unit as well, so we can actually thin out our army a little bit. Merge a few of these here, merge a few of these here. Okay. And then we're going to add both of these.
The Hell Workers labor to bind a demon to the first dwarf relic, despoiling it completely before placing it into boilers of the great drill of Hashut. Such desecration will be remembered by the dwarves of the West. Yet it was they that cast the first stone. It was their ancestor gods who abandoned the forefathers of the Darwizar as they ventured eastward into the Dark Lands. All dwarves can bear grudges, and those in the West shall never be forgiven.
Alright, so we're getting a little story as we get our first relic built in, the schism between the Western Dwarfs and us, the group that ventured east thousands of years ago and became the Dawizar, the Chaos Dwarf, as we basically got our own god, the Hashut. And now we're, despoiling the Dwarven relics to build our drill. Anyhow, we're gonna take this army home. We have sort of secured our northern flank. Diplomatically speaking, friends, for the most part, we don't trust Grimgor, but we can't do anything about him. He's way too strong to try to conquer all his land. We have more business down south to take care of, starting with one of these quest battles. By the time we do swing back, we should have a couple buildings up to beef up our army. We're not going to get any of the Kadais, at least not right now. We have to upgrade them one more time. I actually think this building might be good to be disbanded. There is a Demonsmith sorcerer that we get from Hashut, and we also got this guy who we will put to good use. But for the most part, we could do better with this building slot than a Demonsmithy for now. We got it for the mission. Aside from that, this should complete sometime when we get back, as long as we're still in the province, which means we could be all the way down here before we do the quest battle to pick up a couple bull centaurs, which, would bolster our army. A great Taurus would be fun as well. In terms of our allocation, we need to bolster this to pick up a second one, and they will all get Murderous Charge. And then for the Flying Monster, we come with one Great Taurus slot. We're probably not going to change this very much. Vanguard Deployment, Stock, Invisible Flying Cow. Okay. Frenzy, Armor, Murderous Charge on those as well. Strength from Flesh, Regeneration in Melee Combat, and a Hit and Run Barrier. So pretty similar bonuses for both of these. I think getting a Great Taurus definitely will help with some of the siege battles that we might run into, but these have proven to be very, very good. And we're going to pick those up when we can, especially with our ward save bonuses for them in the Lord's Army. So that's probably going to be our first specialization. We get our Black Hammer of Hashut as part of our quest battle for our legendary item. We still have a bit of work to do to get our economy going. Labor has proven very tricky. I think we have to increase the passive gain on that. We also have to basically step up the convoy for laborers. I think that's the more consistent way of getting labor. We cleared this northern route relatively safe. This one is relatively safe as well. This one's just short. Not sure if it's safe. Once we clear this, as we're expanding down south, Castle Drakenhof will become easier to go to, as well as this one here. So those are things we'll look for as we have other reasons to go south. Pick up these 3 more Relic. If we want to end the game fast, we can just slot these in and do the final battle, and we're just done. We don't have to get all 7 or all 8. But if we want to experience everything and do these major Ancestor Relic battles, definitely something we want to consider as we expand out a bit more. So those are things we'll look out for. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!